very good afternoon to dear panelists, Chef Yau and Chef Allan Ho. Welcome to the Halal Dining ASEAN Forum, or should I say ASEAN Forum. Okay, now we are here to address certain issues, and we are happy to have you guys on board, all the distinguished chefs on board, with the title of Overcoming Challenges in Halal Gourmet Cuisine. There are a few things that we need to start with, but first and foremost, let me just quickly introduce myself. I'm Chef Kamal, the Emeritus President of Singapore Halal Culinary Federation. I co-founded a company that dedicates its focus in halal consultancy and management, called Kitchen Square LLP. All right, so myself, together with Chef Allan and Chef Yau, will be here to share some input on certain features with regarding the halal matters in ASEAN. So we have Chef Allan Ho, based in Singapore from Ho Culinary Advice Private Limited, a trained professional chef, well-traveled from Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore, Saudi, and Turkey. Is that correct, Chef Allan Ho?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's also a WSQ professional culinary trainer with many centers in Singapore, right? And he does help me a lot in my deliveries too. And at the same time, we should welcome Chef Yau, an associate professor of Asian cuisine, and especially at Yongsan University, Busan, Korea. Is that correct, Chef Yau?
Yes, but
Okay.
don't know it's expired or not, but
It's
expiring date,
No worries. Chef Yau also a WACS Honorary Life member, and he has served as an exec chef and F&B manager in many hotels in KL too. So let's head straight into the content. Okay, so we have a few questions, Chef Allan and Chef Yau, with regards to halal gourmet cuisine. I will start by saying out the question, and anyone can help to reply. Okay, then we can follow up with another comment or reply by the other chef. Shall we get started? Okay, all right. So these are the things that we need to share with the delegates attending this webinar, the Halal Dining ASEAN Forum, or should I say the forum. Okay, some things like how is it that halal help to encourage the dynamic in the F&B scene? Okay, so I'd like to start with Chef Yau. All right. Okay, maybe you can share some insight or through personal experience. How have the halal scene changed over your years of industry participation and or involvement since you stepped into the kitchen, managing the outlet until now? Okay, how has it changed, Chef?
Oh yeah, there are significant changes over the years. I've been in this industry for more than 25 years, or close to 30 years now. The what do you call the consumer? What do you call their knowledge? I mean, the requirement on the halal is very clear now. It is no gray area. That's they are more advanced. They know what is their need, and also the provider. So they are now they are clearly defined. That is halal food. That's especially at the moment here in this country. In Malaysia, we have a very clear guidelines and clear what you call the licensings on halal, non-halals, restaurants and food and other products. So there are no what you call was or the not confidence on the food that they take in any restaurant they go. So I think this is a very positive development, and it's good for the industry, and it's good for the consumer, good for the economy.
So it's
that is
getting clearer.
yeah,
It's getting clearer,
and
and
that
with
is
the
not
option. Yeah.
only happened in Malaysia alone. Yeah, especially I mean neighbor like Singapore,
Yep.
Indonesia, yeah, Thailand,
Mm.
Philippines. So I travel quite often to this Asian country, and
Mm.
more and more awareness are there, and that restaurateur, the operator, the investor is taking uh, much care and enforcement on
On
the
this matter,
food.
lah. Yeah.
Yeah, that
All right.
method. Yes, that's right.
So I
Very
think
good. Very,
we
very
are
positive.
closely well we are well connected, I guess, because we are very close to each other, and I guess the information shared also is easy for us to move on from there. So I guess the early development, the infancy period, yeah, and from then until now, as per Chef KK Yao, okay, it's getting clearer and with the more options. So it's a positive thing, lah, yeah. So it's good to hear that. Okay, let's hear from Chef Allan. How about you? Since you traveled to Turkey and Saudi, maybe you can share that then during early years in your kitchen overseas until you come back to Singapore and then you see the development changes. What are the significant changes? Maybe you can share some insight.
Yes. Oh, thank you. But from my side, I look more into I emphasize more the consumer side. Right, the younger generation, they're more
Mm.
adventurous to try out new tastes, new cuisines,
Yes.
and then the in general, the Muslim uh, public,
Consumer,
our
huh?
Muslim friends, they are very happy to seek out new cooking styles, right? New food, and they want to
Yeah.
cook on their own, right? Because due to their increased affluence,
Yes.
yes.
Right. Right.
So there's
As,
a so leads to greater appreciation of different cuisines.
yep.
And that's
Yep.
all from
Yep.
my side.
I think you're right because for the past near 20 years, Japanese and Korean cuisine has been in the forefront of the option or the choices of the Muslim consumers. Maybe in Singapore, I can say on behalf of the Singapore Muslims, but I'm not sure about the Malaysian. How KK, Chef KK, do you agree? The influence of K-pop, K-drama has significantly changes the palette of the Muslims consumers.
Of course. There are beeline in all these restaurants. So sometimes you look at it, it's like you admire those
Mm,
Korean, and they are good food and entertainer. Yeah, you're right. The halals have gone into this Japanese, the Korean
yes.
restaurant as well. So that's why you can see a lot of our Muslim countrymen, is standing, in a long line.
Yeah, yeah.
Kyochon, one of them.
Correct, correct. Correct, correct.
Yeah.
I think it's good for the industry also for the halal dining scene also because of these available options, and it goes to show that I think both of you guys agree that the Muslim community has actually embraced the diverse palette, diverse opportunity in terms of tackling the so-called either lack of option or soon to be greater option in terms of dining lah. Okay, so what do you think could be the initial reception misconception on the halal dining, and where do you see that it will lead to? Because sometimes people will be like, example of French cuisine, or it's not authentic. It's not like how you cannot substitute the alcohol, the cooking techniques. It's not true to taste. Is that something that people have this some kind of the misconception that it's not true to taste? What do you think, Chef Allen?
Yes.
When we
Well, I mean, throughout my uh, career in the different countries, the Muslim our Muslim friends, they're quite, I would say, not say the Muslim friends, but also the general public. They're very underinformed or a bit conservative in their approach
Ah,
of different
type of
cuisine
cuisine.
in the world. Yeah, but then with the uh, also they're mainly restricted by their religious belief and regulations of their own
Restriction.
country.
Yeah,
Yeah, of their own country. Okay, but
I
then
see. I see.
moving forward, right? Wider communication efforts by the Muslim and non-Muslim business communities to better educate and advise all parties, right? The Muslim consumers and also the businesses trying to cater to the community. Right? There's a over the last 10, 15 years, there's a better understanding of what are the needs and what can be substitute. Right?
Correct.
Like an example, those with wine or sake kind of alcohol, they cook, right? We use a lot of like light vinegars, like apple cider vinegar, or
Yes,
even
correct.
grape juice kind of thing, fruit
Yep.
juices to replace it.
Okay, correct. Yeah, even though it's not true to taste, but at least they know what kind of substitution they can exercise lah. Yeah.
Yes, and it's
Okay, all right.
very close. I say
Very close.
the taste.
Okay. So is it still gonna be justifiable to be called a dish with alcohol with the one without alcohol?
Nowadays, it's not much of a difference now because of
I see.
the
I see.
a lot of the recipes are standardized.
Yeah.
Uh, Even the French recipe or European recipes or even the Japanese recipe or Chinese recipe, it's very
Yeah.
standardized. Right, it's written down what is to put inside, and it's not so much of just taking a spoon and taste and then serve it out kind of thing.
Correct. You know why I mentioned that, because when you have the Singapore sling and you want to serve the non-alcoholic, you call it the Virgin Singapore sling. Correct, not? Chef KK, heard before, right? And then when you have mojito, right? Then you call it the Virgin Mojito. So when people or consumers read the word virgin, they know it's non-alcoholic. So I'm not sure about tiramisu. So tiramisu served with this liqueur. Then when it's served without liqueur, how is it going to be called Virgin Tiramisu? So
No,
these are
no,
the
but
things. Yeah. I think education is key. Continuous education. How about you, Chef KKL? Early
I
misconception. Yeah.
uh, I agree with Alan. Of course, as also mentioned by you, Chef Kamal, is that it's all mostly depend on the community of the country. Yeah, as the world is going borderless and the information is transfer like
Yes.
instantly. You get all the informations very quickly, and people are changing their diet or the trend of food is just so vibrant.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the changes is also vibrant in a way. It's like in terms of the halal, the Muslim community and the non-Muslim community in a lot of country, in here or in Singapore or in many countries,
Many
the people
countries.
are
Yes.
living, they're living together, they eat together, they dine together, So basically, that's all these food outlets or ingredients. They are more Muslim friendly.
Yep.
Even here, you have the mirin, which is halal.
Yep.
It's approved by the authority, right? So basically, it's sushi. Is some time ago, we have different kind of taste in the rice because you can't put
Correct.
the mirin in. You can only put the vinegar and then you add in the sugar, right? So
Yep.
still, there are something missing. Anyway, I I think here is that the moving forward is that more and more what you call the products or restaurants are more prone to be more halal friendly, that they can cater for more messes, the customer. So the rest is, of course, is a choice of the community. Again, there are definitely some design on special needs, and like you say, there are French cuisine or the Italian cuisine, so they have to pay with alcohol and so on. So of course there are also this sort of restaurants is everywhere, right? It's just that that the restaurant probably the trend may differ, and then the customer have, of course, the right to determine
To choose, to
where
select,
to go, right?
Yeah, correct.
So I think yesterday on another forum, I think it's pretty interesting, is that that's a question is like, what is your perception on omelets made by robot arms and a Michelin star? So what is the perception, right? So
correct.
if the food is come out is the same, so but it's just different, right?
Yeah.
If the sushi come out from two different product, but they taste the same, why not?
Same. Correct.
Basically, that is the moving forward, I think.
Okay, so I think we have basically break down the barrier and tackle the misconception on the halal culinary with greater education. Yeah, so that's the reason why a lot of professional chefs, which we highly encourage them to come out and educate and continue to exercise what they learn and apply at the international level kitchen, that they can actually get us the not so confident consumer to go out and try lah. Right, because it's safer
Exactly,
now.
I think. Sorry, Chef Kamal. I think
No worry,
you have
no
a
worry.
very good point. Very good point there, Chef Kamal. Is that there is a continue of education between the chef and the consumer,
Yes, correct. Very good.
right?
It's true. Because right now,
Very
I
good.
think we got the help of all these TV shows, that's been aired with a lot of this cooking program. So a lot of us who are at home got so excited with all the new cuisine and new dishes, and they need to reach out to local contact like chefs, available chefs in their local centers where they can learn from, do face to face and hands on. So these are the opportunity for all the chef out there to not keep close to their heart the recipes and the tips. So let us share lah, yeah. Let us share so we can continue this beautiful industry. All right. So moving on to the next one. Okay, for those who want to enter the halal market in terms of F&B, food and beverages, what do you think the kind of challenges they think they will face to ensure halal compliance? Okay. Meaning they want to set up halal, but they have no idea, they have no Muslim friend contact. They know there's a website, but they still find that something is lacking. I need more information. I want to prepare myself. What are some of the things that they should ensure compliance so that they can actually achieve their goal of opening an halal outlet? Open to anyone?
Can I
Yes.
take that?
Sure.
take that?
Chef Allan, carry on.
Yes, sir. I won't say so much more compliance, but it's more, I would say, more respect for the Muslim and Islamic beliefs.
Consumers, yeah.
By the Muslim community and also by other races, and who want to enter this huge market, I would say.
Market, very huge indeed. Carry on.
Yeah, it's more respect is the word, right? For me, and so just to so that when you respect, then you want to genuinely provide and become more sensitive to the needs of the consumers, and
Correct.
so you're able to like giving 100% of your service to this industry.
Yeah.
This is more like you need to earn your trust. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes, and in Singapore, MUIS acts as the police for the
It's the police, yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
the
the
authority, anything Muslim, anything halal.
yes,
Yes.
yes. So you're
I
the
think it's come.
superintendent now.
I'm the superintendent. My chef Allan, you anyhow appoint me only, yeah.
Yes, but no, no, I mean, on the more official side, right? MUIS, they act as a police to make sure that everybody
To regulate, yeah, ensure
yes, not
everyone
just
is,
regulate, so
yeah.
they want to properly advise everybody.
Mm,
Right?
okay.
This Singapore is, as long they give you a list of A, B, C, D, you follow, then no problem will come to you.
Yeah, yeah. I think the guides are clear wherever you are in Thailand, in Malaysia, in Singapore, Indonesia, even, right?
Yes,
Okay, because is very well connected. At the same time, it's easy, or should I say, the informations are readily available online, and you can always ask more if you want, provided you have the time and the patience, because there are some nitty gritty details you may miss out. Yeah, in order for you to rush your certification, you may miss out certain information. That is the
yeah,
challenges, I would say,
yeah.
that some of them may not be able to comprehend and appreciate. Then that comes to your statement earlier, which is respect lah. So if you have 10 items to fulfill by applying your respect towards that certification, that community, then you'll be able to fulfill that 10 items lah. So if you're rushing just to earn your dollars, then probably it will be frustrating. That is my view lah. What say you, Chef KKL?
Yeah, of course. The business in this halal market, in tourism, in food industry, it just continue to grow. If you look at it, there is a lot of opportunity in this sector. In Malaysia, I think here we have the operator or the restaurant. They have the combined, ISO 22000, HACCP plus their halal certificate, which here is authority is JAKIM, yeah.
Jakim, yes.
So anyway, I think that is in every country, they have their own authority in terms of this business. They will guide you to, to achieve certain standard that is required, that you can carry the license, in your restaurant or on your packaging, which is, a show proof. So I think this is everybody have to comply and not only respect, that you have to do a code studiously, so that that you're not going to become the bad apple,
Yeah.
for the rest to become suspicious on the authority. Yeah.
Okay. I have this thing where I received some what is comment by what do you call this, some professionals and consumers lah. Because as we are aware, many of us are well traveled. So when they travel to Indonesia, they know the Indonesian labeling, and then they travel to Singapore. They know the labeling for halal by MUIS. They start to ask me. They start to ask me, why isn't there a standard for Southeast Asia or even international? I know we have this recognition whereby Singapore MUIS recognize JAKIM Halal certification, Thai Halal certification, and other parts of the world, including Indonesia. But Indonesia, some face challenges. It's not recognized. You must convert into Indonesian Halal. Do you think we should have a standardized certification for our area here regionally or even internationally? Or do you think we should just maintain the way we are and just carry on as long we recognize each other's certification?
Uh,
Open to anyone, yeah?
can I take that?
I may think that sorry, Chef Allan.
No.
So yeah, you have mentioned Chef Kamal, that every country that recognize their own their their label of let's say JAKIM or
Certification, yes.
MUIS or their certification. based on the mutual understanding and the spec, or the standard that they apply on the halal certification on each and every items. Basically, it just like a heads up on the ISO. They also have the British, the American.
Correct,
So
correct,
really
correct.
that as long as they are regional, basically it's like ASEAN.
Yeah.
We are neighbor. I think that is possible. But it's going for international. There's a lot of course, they are.
It may take time, lah.
They will take time, because this can be a very sensitive issue. It's like
True, true.
it can be a trade, control.
Correct,
Not a trade barrier. It's a
Yeah.
trade control for a region.
Yes.
Anyway, I assume we have done pretty good.
Yes.
If I go to the website now in Jakim, I will know it's like which label that I can get from
already approved.
Dubai
Yeah,
or,
with confident.
US, which company of
Recognize.
Turkey or or the meat
Yeah.
is certified, is recognized by Malaysia, by MUIS.
Jakim, yes.
So I think there are already certain site that you can actually
Framework that we can really work with lah.
you can check on the validity. Yeah.
Fantastic. Chef Allan, you want to add on before we move on to the last question?
I very much agree with what Chef KK say, right? But I want just add that we can use to standardize is very expensive, right? Regionally even, right? So it's very hard for the ASEAN to come up with a common fund to really finance it. But also,
I see.
on the other side, right, identities and uniqueness of our all different cultures then need to be also unique. You need to be preserved, right, so that to maintain the identity of each culture.
Each ways of
regardless
dealing with the halal matters. Yeah, okay. I think it's just help us to appreciate better. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Sometimes we can be very so eager into wanting things to move on to a new dynamics, new ways, without realizing there's a lot of effort already that brought them where they are till we can appreciate better. And we are so eager and always want more. Okay, last one. Okay. What would be both of your advice to the culinary world, okay, when they are tasked to involve in the halal application and overall mechanism from recipe development to application? What will be your one-word advice to the industry? Let's start with you, Chef Allan.
Okay. The only advice I would give is to seek advice from the correct
personnel,
correct
authority,
authority
yes.
or associations, and then you specify your wants, your needs, and the goals you want to achieve to them. And they'll, of course, definitely they welcome you on board and then help you move your journey into the
Better,
halal,
Move
halal
better,
culinary scene much easier, lah.
Correct. Go to the right person, they say.
Yes, correct.
Don't just hearsay from the street. All right. Okay. Good. Yourself, Chef KKL.
I just mentioned just now that it's more and more affluent, Muslim or traveler, and rather, that they go anywhere around the world. So basically, that's if you develop, I mean, to the F&B or chef, around the world, why not? We are providing service. This is what the chef, the restaurant is all about. That's you comply with halal. You make your recipe according to the food that is
The guideline,
halal.
the
guideline. Yes.
Yeah.
So they are not going to different your food come out to be. But I'm not saying that some traditional food from your own country, probably that cannot be changed. So be it, But for most of the restaurants, I think why not? I think that can be done according to the halal guidelines, which is safe, hygienic, and also delicious to be eaten by the customer.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we want a delicious and affordable food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we reaching the end of our sharing. So I'd like to thank Chef Yau from Malaysia and also Chef Allan Ho from Singapore. Great sharing there, great insight with your years and vast experience. It does, all right, bring to the table wonderful recipes, I would say, for our dear delegates to take away. Yeah, tapau lah. Yeah. Okay. So thank you again. Thank you for our. For the dear audience for your attention. We sure hope you find it beneficial. And with that, we'd like to say goodbye and stay safe, all right? And we see you soon.